right, well, welcome back for episode 24 of Fourth and Three Dudes. I'm Chris Nama, coming to you from here in Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Gentlemen, go ahead and let the people know who you are. They probably do know already.
I'm Bernie. My name is Chris Burnett. I am from St. Mary's, Georgia, and I am a Georgia fan.
Cord, former Division I mathlete, and I have another mathlete in the family. I dropped her off at school today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. Mathlete class. I actually have it. I didn't know that.
Nice.
You're not teaching it?
Well, they don't allow me on campus.
When you dropped her off, they just like incognito?
I was a victim of circumstances or something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's right. The car's still in having some trouble?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Don't buy a Buick.
All right. Well, let's get to some football. But I guess it was not the weekend we were hoping for with Georgia against Bama, losing 24 to 21 in Athens.
Whoa.
What?
We
got to drink.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, you need to introduce yourself, Nama.
That's I did.
Chris Nama.
I introduced myself first.
Everybody knows Chris.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll start it off. What you drinking?
My bad. All right. Well, I'm going with bourbon and Coke. Diet Coke, actually.
That looks like a Guinness.
With ice.
It's got ice, but it was actually not a Guinness. It'll be a Murphy's.
Oh.
Irish red.
The glass. But anyway. Y'all?
Bernie, you're number two.
Turn. So we lost a name again. Hey, Chloe, we're just glad to have you in your chair for more than like 2 minutes. So I'm drinking some cyanide. You see that? There's some people dying on the water bottle. But we also have some realistic Georgia fans. And so I'm drinking a Ranger.
A what?
A Ranger?
Ranger.
A rear ender?
My first one. Maybe I should have started with this.
This is not a rear ender. This is a bourbon and Coke.
What? Hey,
all right. Now, let's pull that Band-Aid off, Nema.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and start with that Georgia-Alabama game. So, the first quarter and first half was not that great, but anyway, there's still some positives that we can pull out of this game, though. So, for good, I mean, again, I think we show that Georgia again has become a rushing team, putting up 227 yards and almost 7 yards per carry was definitely something that Kirby's been trying to emphasize. And I mean, and Chauncey Bowens, man, he stepped up huge this week. So, what are some of the good things you saw this weekend, Bernie?
Well, I have to start with saying it's my fault. Meant to go a lot harder last week. It was Bama week, but if you remember, I came in, went pretty much under the weather and just kind of made it through. And cousin Kate reached out and said, "Man, y'all were pretty tame." And I said, "You know what? I had this whole thing planned to tell Nama to reach down, pull that expletive tag out, and say, plant it right there. It's Bama week." But I do have some good news. Other than I'll get to the good points. I have a sponsor. So for the dog golfers out there that are also podcasters at night, and you come off of 9 holes, you've got this nice little ball marker that doubles as a podcast mic. So let me just make sure it's turned off because there's this feature. There's this feature where it'll bleep out your expletives, and I just don't want that fucking thing on because we lost to Bama, and it did not feel good, right? Like Nama said, the first quarter was awful. I think the offense had touched the ball maybe 7 times, and it was hard to see, but there were some good things. I was very discouraged at the lack of pass rush, and we just kept sending people. Yeah, but looking back at it, we had a lot of extra loving Bama linemen. They were giving out hugs for free, and the refs just weren't looking for it. They weren't in the Christmas spirit. Um, so we got time of possession back, closer to something realistic for us, and I thought we were really doing well in the third quarter and into the third quarter. I'm into the fourth quarter, and just I still would have kicked the field goal. I can understand some arguments why you kind of go for it there. I'm not sure about the personnel we had on the field for the third down, and then went hurry up because the right side offensive line was just not ready for that kind of pressure. But yeah, I think Naaman hit on the head. There's some positive to take away from it, and it never feels good to lose to Bama again and again and again. But all of our goals are ahead of us. We have a lot of growth. That's to be honest, and we'll get to Kentucky in a moment. But hopefully they continue to grow and we see good things.
Yeah. How about you, Cord?
I didn't see a lot of good stuff. Again, slow start. That's typical. You would think after a bye week, the coaches or Boba would sit down and script one or two series that are foolproof, but that didn't happen. I don't know if it's not the talent. I mean, gosh, Georgia's got last 5 years, their recruiting classes and NIL is between 1, 2, and 3 in the country. And then the other part on defense, I remember when Bama was playing FSU and Simpson was running. It seemed like he was running for his life. I didn't see it at this game. And even Kirby was saying, even when they had free runners, Simpson was getting the ball off, to an open receiver. So, I don't know if it's Georgia's D line a part of it, but I think maybe DeBoer and the quarterback coach kind of help Simpson negate what happened to them at the FSU game.
Yeah, it's a credit to their game plan. I mean, give all credit to Bama because they came in ready and had us off kilter, and we rebounded and held them scoreless the second half. But by then there was a hole, and we had dug out of it, I thought, but missed the 3 and then 4-point or 4 down conversion, and just couldn't get the ball back enough.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's that. I mean, I still think the biggest thing for us is just the youth on defense. We've got a lot of good athletes out there, but I mean, there are very few of them that are, I mean, especially on the line and in the, I mean, it just seems like we just got young players out there. I mean, when we had the more dominant lines and everything before, we had people that had been in the system for a longer amount of time. You've got these guys and they're great athletes, 4 or 5 stars and whatever, but they're just, they're not generating any kind of pass rush. But I mean, to not give up, we gave up 1 sack in the whole game. We only got 1 sack in the whole game. But yeah, the fact that you can hold them scoreless in the second half, you obviously were able to make a lot of defensive corrections to give yourself the opportunity. Having that dropped sure touchdown pass. I mean, you can't. Again, we had the drop pass thing last year. I don't think it's anywhere like it was last year, but that's a dagger for sure. But no, I think
Frazier fumble.
Yeah, the Frazier fumble. I mean, I wonder what he's going to have to do to work his way out of Kirby's doghouse on that one. So because he didn't
Kirby's doghouse, our doghouse.
Well, everybody's doghouse.
Yeah.
But I mean, especially with the way Chauncey did. I mean, again, he showed. I mean, he was showing he's ready to be an every down back and have McCray come in there and be your goal line person, which again they talked about. I know Brooks Austin in his interview that he did after the game. He said that Kirby said that no matter what on that third down play, if they didn't lose yards, that they were going to go for it on 4th down. But I mean, I agree. If you're going to go into it with that mentality, either put McCray in there or put Bowens back in, or
Dylan Bell. I mean, you had a lot of options.
Yeah,
that's just not something. Or running away from that right side of the line.
Yeah.
Do something else rather than let that kid, miss the block. And then, Cash, he's a great player, but he's not designed to slip through that and keep his balance and get the first down.
He'd block and have Gunner run around him.
That was, I mean, I would have, I think it would have been better if you did something where you gave Gunner an option.
Yeah.
To do something. I mean, I saw one thing that called it a run pass option, but it looked like it was a straight run from the beginning with how fast he got him the ball. So
that's a good point, because at that point now, as you said, he had control of the game. He didn't get out to the fast start. He didn't. They may have had plays scripted, Cord, but I mean, the defense didn't allow them to get any kind of rhythm. But regardless, he had control of the offense, and at that point, you could tell it was flowing a lot smoother, slowing down. He knew when to run it, tuck it, run it, and when to throw it.
So I mean, it was disappointing. I mean, I don't know what did y'all think about the light up bracelets and everything? That was the other thing.
Cool.
It was.
For home, it looked good. I've heard mixed things from inside the stadium, but I think overall it was a pretty cool effect. I think they won't be going back down to that second down, whatever that noise was. Someone says from a movie. I didn't recognize it, but they played it over, and it didn't help that Bama was just converting third down, and then you hear it again. But
that's good. I thought that was the freaking Alabama band doing something.
Right, me too. But no, that was us. They came out and apologized and said, and they said in the movie it's a pretty cool sound, and eventually fans responded positively the first 2 times, so they just kept it play button, play button, play button, play button.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that, like you said, it's just they were playing on the same down. Holy smokes. Alabama was 13 and 19 on third downs. And I mean, almost all of them that first half. So it kept happening over and over again.
Be better off with those Mississippi State cowbells.
Oh, wow. Dude. I mean, we had that on the third TV in the basement, and it was down. I thought I'd muted that thing. And I thought Cord was scrolling through something on his phone, watching some kind of race or something, because all I could hear was the freaking noise. I'm like, what in the world is that? But it's the freaking cowbells from that Mississippi State-Tennessee game. But, anyway. But, I mean, we made good adjustments. We stopped them in the second half, except for on the last drive when we had to stop them. I don't know. It's just one of those frustrating things. But, I mean, our youth on defense is showing up and not able to generate that pass rush. I mean, and like you said, we sent damn near everybody, and we could not get to him. And it was like, I mean, they finally seemed like they stopped doing that and just did a better job of containing him and playing defense on the back end.
And Schumann just looked totally out of sorts in the first quarter. And now I kind of understand it. Like I said, kind of rewatching some of the highlights, some of the plays, most of the first quarter. We couldn't get through, but I mean, seriously, there are a lot of flags for both sides that the referees just left in their pocket. And I just figured, okay, they're letting them play, but that really affected our game plan defensively, I think. And I expect to see things to improve on both sides of the ball, and both sides of the ball rise to the level that our special teams have started this season with and start every game with.
Yeah.
But I do think that and that's happened to Georgia before. They lose a real tight one, and then they just kind of click and they get into gear. And if they can beat Ole Miss and Tech at home, I think they could win out.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's, again, the same script as you had last year. I mean, just a little bit different. Another barn burner game against Alabama, that comes down to the end and we lose. But I mean, we saw how that worked out last year. But they've got to use it as a springboard to continue on through the rest of the season. So hopefully they'll do that. In Kirby we trust. So just got to get it flipped around. So all right, well. How about the Beavers there, Cord?
Oh man, you guys missed a great game until the end.
I was with you for the first half, but then after that I couldn't make it. I mean, the 10:30.
Yeah, you went to home. You went to bed winning.
Midnight. Yes, I went to bed winning.
Okay, I'm turning in now.
Yeah, I've done my part. I've done my part.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, being a Beaver fan, I don't know. It's First quarter, Beavers are up 7-0. I'm like, okay, we're doing pretty good. Halftime, Beavers are up 14-10. I'm like, okay, this is working. Night game at Reser Stadium, they're in trouble. Third quarter, Beavers are up 17-10. And since halftime, the Beavers had held Houston's offense to 4 straight 3-and-outs. 8 minutes left in the game. And then all of a sudden, it's 1:45 a.m. at this time, and Houston goes tempo, stops huddling, apparently stops calling plays, and just plays 7-on-7, shotgun, and Oregon State's defense did not have an answer for it. They went all the way down the field and scored. I'm like, okay, we still got 7-point lead. We can get this. We turn it back over. They get it, do the same thing, score again, tie game, 24-24. Beavers get it down. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter for the field goal. We've already had one field goal block, and they blocked it. So it goes to overtime. Beavers get the ball first, couldn't do anything with it. Went for it on 4th and short, got stopped. At that point, all Houston had to do was run 3 dives and then kick a field goal. So
Yeah.
brutal. 2:10 in the morning.
Brutal.
In the fourth quarter, I was looking for my Happy Beaver dance on my phone so I can send you guys at 2:10 in the morning. And I'm like, wait a minute. I might want to put my phone down and pay attention.
Yeah, I looked at those highlights the next morning. Yeah, it was. I mean, to have been doing so well and then get down there and again have that chance. I mean,
And then there's some, I read some chatter about some NIL scandal with the company that the school hired who's paying them $300,000 a year, Blue Point Sports or something, to manage their NIL. And in the minutia of the details, Blue Point Sports keeps more than 50% of the NIL money for themselves versus going to the players. And now everyone's pissed off. You know, all the fans have canceled their subscriptions because they don't want to do that.
right.
So awesome.
Just everything's looking great.
It's all about numbers.
Oh,
Everything's awesome.
Yep. All right. Well, there were some other big games over the weekend. I mean, I guess starting again on Friday night with that Virginia versus Florida State game. That was a fun one to watch. So I mean, all those games on Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought Virginia had that thing wrapped up, but then Castellanos was able to drive Florida State down there, and that touchdown catch they made to force the overtime was pretty amazing too. So
Connor and Ainsley have a cousin up there, cousin Michael, and Ainsley sent me some videos that he sent a storm of the field, and it's just like a freaking mosh pit. I mean, it's just a mass of elated humanity is crazy.
I thought that those Christine and I were here watching it, and I thought those players in the end zone just got trampled because, I mean, no fence or anything to climb over. They were just.
Supposedly, 2 of the Virginia defensive backs helped that receiver, FSU player, find his home base.
Goodness gracious! But yeah, hey, you need to send us that footage. We can throw it in there right here.
Let's go!
Okay. But then Ole Miss find a way to take down LSU.
Yes. What a good game that was. I mean, all we heard about was how great LSU's defense was, top defense in the country. And poor little Division II, Trinidad Chambliss, drops over 300 yards passing and 70 yards rushing on him. He, despite being a backup quarterback for the first 2 games of the season, he's got more passing yards than Archie Manning, Lenore Sellers, and Gunnar Stockton. So, I mean, the kid's just lights out. He didn't throw an interception until this last game, but he's kind of a dual threat type guy. I feel bad for Austin Simmons, who's light out as well, but he just doesn't have the run game that Chambliss has. And then LSU, they talked about only allowed 4 TDs all season on their defense. And Ole Miss, they had like 3 70-yard touchdown drives in this game. plus the first half, LSU's defense was on the field for 50 plays. So I saw some interviews with Brian Kelly and how he's taking full responsibility, and they didn't prep anything. But, the score would have been higher had Ole Miss not fumbled in the end zone. And Weeks jumped on it. And then there's another crippling turnover in Tiger territory. Plus the 14 penalties didn't help on offense. So, but LSU's offense, was still sputtering. Niedermeyer still looks hurt.
Nussmeier.
That's what I said. And then they didn't do well against Louisiana Monroe or Florida. So didn't have a run game. So really all Ole Miss had to do was just drop 8 in coverage, and that's what they did. But what was I going to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I thought the quarterback, he came out pretty slow too. I was watching the beginning of that game, and I thought they may make a switch, but something clicked, and he started getting it going. And it's kind of funny to think of. We mentioned it. I'm not sure we mentioned it on the air last week, but Austin Simmons, the kid that picked us apart when darts went down last year in Oxford. Now he's backing up this new kid, and Lane just keeps trotting him out there. I'm always one to wait to see when are the wheels going to come off for Ole Miss. I thought it would be this week, but I'm not surprised. Brian Kelly disappointed me, but
that's okay.
Yeah, I just
see
want to
that
know
picture of Trinidad Chambliss with Brian Kelly when he was Notre Dame. Show it, Chris.
It looks like he's 6 years old.
Yeah, and they're both smiling like they're happy. Oh, poor Brian. He should have recruited him back then. LSU, they could have, trotted out and really been a national contender by beating Ole Miss. But, man, they were just exposed.
Yeah.
Kelly's
Kelly's teams keep getting exposed.
Georgia, Bama, Texas, Mizzou, Vandy. Now you know a game plan on how to beat LSU.
Yeah, that and having your daughter do something to poison one of the best defensive players on the other team.
Do you see the picture when Whit Weeks came over to ask his daughter out, Lane Kiffins? I'll send it to you.
Okay. But anyway.
Great podcast material there, Corey.
That's gold, Bernie. You'll see it.
Oh, goodness.
And you know what? If I was a linebacker and dating the opposing coach's daughter out, I would not like to win that game.
So you thinking he threw it?
Well, no. With him throwing up and then getting hurt and then all the crack back blocks that Lane threw against him.
Sending a message.
Yeah, and then they're showing his family in the stands.
Hard for me to imagine a football player thinking that much about his girlfriend when he's a football player at LSU. I mean, come on.
All right. Speaking of other close games, I know Miranda was happy that Georgia Tech did not fall victim to Wake Forest, but it sure looked like they were going to.
What happened there?
I mean,
can't just go on the road in Wake Forest and expect to win.
Well, no, I mean, it's like Chris said. I mean, Georgia Tech always has something like that, and that's been the one thing with the Brent Key and Georgia Tech just in general in the past few years. It's just they'll win the game that nobody thinks they're going to win, and then they have a total brain fart against some other team. So, I mean, they came out, they were sleepwalking through that whole game initially, but they finally were able to right the ship and then win in overtime. So.
Yeah, I was watching that game. And I kept coming back to something Miranda said on our podcast, talking about Haynes King. Every time it falls on his shoulders, you have, as you're a Tech fan, you have to think, "Oh my God, this is it. This is when we lose him." And he just kept getting up and doing it, and having linemen pick him up and prop him up, and he does it again. So there's a shelf life at some point, but yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I guess the actual biggest, in terms of rank versus rank game of the weekend, was the Oregon versus Penn State game. But that one, I mean, it was very underwhelming. It's 3-3 at halftime.
Boring.
And oh my God, it was boring. But then Oregon came out in the second half and got the big lead. Then somehow, I mean, I don't even know that Penn State had 200 yards of total offense in that game. But they managed to tie the game, and then they lost in overtime. So there were a lot of overtime games this past weekend. But
Yeah.
one game that wasn't in overtime.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mizzou.
Oh, wow.
Here we go, baby.
Undefeated.
Undefeated and probably one of the best running backs in the country with old Hardy. He put up another 130 yards this weekend and 3 touchdowns. And Penn State sure wishing they had Pabula. They didn't let him get away in terms of which is one of those things I didn't realize till this year too. So he was on their team, and a lot of the people said they wish they still had him instead of Aller. But he's doing 200-plus yards, a couple of touchdowns himself. But they rolled against – granted, it was against UMass, but it was homecoming. So but they took
this time UMass came to Missouri, right?
Yes.
I don't have to go there.
I still don't know why. How Drinkowitz let that happen. But, hey, it worked, and Missouri is still rolling. They've got a bye week this week. So, and then they get to welcome in Alabama. So,
oh, good. They'll be ready for. I like watch that game. Hardy reminds me a lot of Scattaboo.
Yeah.
He breaks a lot of tackles. He's just a bruiser.
He is, and then Corey Schrader that was at Mizzou a couple of years ago that graduated. I mean, he was the same thing as. I mean, I think he was one of the. He might have been the leading rusher in the SEC that nobody knew about. So, but anyway, their schedule has been very, very soft so far, and it's getting harder. But I mean, again, when you start off with 6 home games in a row, hey. But yeah. So. Now I guess we need to. Well, do we want to go ahead and do the locks of the week now, or do you want to go look ahead first?
You pick.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap up the week and talk about our not so locks of the week.
Oh, from last week.
Yeah.
So last week, I lost. I had Georgia, so I fall to 1-3-1. Now barely lost. He had Tennessee -8, and they won by 7. And so he falls to 2-3. Cord had Ole Miss -1.5, and they beat that. So he goes to 2-2-1 as leader so far on the season. And our guest hosts, I'm sorry, they're still 1-2 because Jeremy missed a chance last week to get on here and take Alabama money line and bring them up to 500, but oh well. He had to go to Arby's instead.
Hey, he likes the roast beef out there, I guess.
All right. Well, so let's go ahead and then start talking about this week's games. Georgia is welcoming in Kentucky for a noon kickoff in Athens. So we have not lost to Kentucky since 2009, I believe. So 15 straight victories over them. But how you see this one shaping up, Bernie?
Well, we're still looking for that fast start, and this is a team that obviously we should be able to get it against. They're struggling at quarterback. I think they started with Calzada, who's on his 10th SEC team and has 6 more to go or whatever. But they go on with I forgot the kid's name, Bowler or something like that, a younger kid that did better last week. But my scouting, I didn't watch the South Carolina Kentucky game, but my scouter, shout out to Dad, I have a conversation with him this week. He said that Kentucky gave up 4 interceptions in the first half, and so they were sunk. And so we have to find a way to disrupt that quarterback and get to him and not let him stand in the damn pocket, gaining momentum, and instill any type of positive energy into that huddle. We'll see how the crowd is, coming off the loss against Bama, and it's an early one, so that's always a question mark. But I expect the team to be ready, and I expect a nice, solid victory, and let's send them home again with a loss.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I would like to see the defense figure out a way to find that magic bullet or whatever to be able to get some pressure on the Kentucky quarterback. But yeah, I mean, get the fast start. I mean, it's one of those things that Kentucky, usually more in Lexington than in Athens, we seem to have trouble against them for some inexplicable reason, even though we do have this long win streak. But yes.
Field.
Yeah,
Kentucky it's kind of like one of those trap games that like Vandy is now, and maybe Mississippi State, where they can sneak up on you if you're not on your A game. But I think Georgia's going to be ready. They're going to be pissed, and they want to take it out on somebody. So, or Kentucky.
Yep, definitely. I hope that is the way it turns out this weekend. So,
well, that being said, if we win 2-3-0, I'm fine.
Yeah, hey, you win, just win.
Lose, you got a place in the Pac-12 waiting for you.
No, thank you.
Oh, goodness.
Rude.
And the other ranked games this week are what? Miami and FSU. That'll be that should be interesting. See if Miami can keep it going, and FSU is going to be looking to try to avenge the loss they just had against Virginia. And then Vandy Bama is the other ranked versus ranked game this week. So
yeah. So it's kind of a reverse of last year, but similar. Because we lost to Bama in Tuscaloosa, and they got so big and mighty, they went to Vandy and they lost. And now they have to play Vandy after us again after another close win against the Dawgs. So that'll be interesting to see. I actually got it marked as maybe one of mine.
Dawgs are setting them up. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, we did last year. But, I mean, that's what Vanderbilt does.
I'd like to see it.
They set themselves up. I mean, everything they've done, they earn. So,
man, the Vanderbilt is a team that is. I mean, they're putting up points. They're playing great defense. They're running the ball. They're passing. I mean, they're doing all those things. And like you said, it's just something that sets up, and it's going to be quite dangerous for anybody playing against them. So, yeah, I think they're coming into it fully expecting that they're going to be able to take down Alabama again, especially with Alabama riding high off of beating us this past weekend. So
if they can pressure the quarterback, and if they can stay man on man with Alabama's receivers, I think they got a shot.
Yeah,
damn,
definitely. But then the other big game of the weekend.
Oh, I can hear it. You feel it?
Oh, is it starting to rattle? Shake, rattle, and roll? It's going to be a show trip for fourth and two dudes, at least. Two of the three dudes.
Taking it on the road.
We're going to be traveling up to Boone, North Carolina to see the Beavers take on App State. Man. So how you see this game shaping up, Cord?
Well, I think, the matchup and the stats look pretty – actually, Beavers look better that way, but, they've done worse things in the past. So, I mean, on paper, they look good. So, we'll just see. I mean, and it's small stadium. It's only 30,000 people. So, it shouldn't be that intimidating. So, hopefully, they can get in there and get things done. Plus – Beavers are bringing in two weapons. They're bringing the NIL beef up there this week.
Let's go. So, and yes, and in other news.
Oh, no, a third one?
No wonder you're sweating.
Hey, look at that.
He's going from a Georgia T-shirt to Mizzou, and now he's got Go Beavs.
Let's go, baby. I mean, it's burning a little bit because I usually don't wear anything that's orange.
Yeah, orange.
So. But I've got my shirt. I'm ready.
Put some sunscreen on you. That will work out.
But yeah, I'm ready to go there. We're going to be taking off on Friday afternoon to get up there, and we're going to check out some of the breweries and brew pubs up in lovely Boone, North Carolina. The high temperature in the upper 60s and lows in the upper 40s. It's going to be nice.
Yes.
It's going to be nice. So
sweater weather.
Yep. But anyway. All right. Well, hopefully that's good. Wait, is Santa Claus coming? Was there a gift? No, wait.
It means there's an intruder. It's Aunt B and Whitey coming in.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go ahead and then get to our locks of the week for this week.
Okay.
So, Who wants to go first? Corey,
I'll go
you
first since y'all are the road guys.
Hmm.
I'm really tempted to take. Vandy is a 10.5 point dog after beating Bama last year. Even though it's in Tuscaloosa, Bama has to be riding pretty high. But I think another team riding high is UVA, and they're getting 6.5 at Louisville. I don't know much about Louisville. I've driven past their stadium on the way to Indianapolis, and I'm not big on Papa John's. So I think Tony Elliott brings them back down to this third right from the sun, and they're ready to play some more ball at 3:30 on Saturday. So I'm going to take the Wahoo Virginia Cavaliers plus 6.5 against Louisville.
Nice. Yeah, because Virginia's actually ranked in that one now, and Louisville isn't, right?
I guess. I mean, I was like, what's the respect for Louisville? What am I missing? So,
I
yeah,
think they're undefeated, but I mean,
Virginia's definitely ranked, but I don't know that Louisville's played anybody.
Yeah. You want to go, Cord, or you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. Well, I am going to take Vanderbilt in lovely
Oh,
little
good for
Diego
you.
Pavia. So I'm going to take them. They're going to take down Alabama. He's going to keep riding high and back up his words, just like Castellanos did against him earlier this year. So I think that Vanderbilt's going to go in there and be able to get the win this weekend. And Cord?
Well,
At least one more.
What do you say?
At least one more. I'm waiting on you.
That's me. I'm going with the Beavers all the way.
We updated the lines. Earlier, I told y'all it's pick 'em. But what I
don't
say
need any
is
lines.
Beavers getting 1.5. So you want to just leave it pick 'em?
No, he'll take points.
Whatever it is, I don't care.
Take the points.
Take the points. Why not?
Take the points.
So Bees 1.5. Well, I got the road teams. I like it.
Oh, we all picked 3 roadies?
We did.
Oh, good.
UVA, Vandy, and the Beavers.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get some good footage this weekend from up in Boone. So that's going to be fun. I mean, if any of our fans want to meet us up there, and we can at the lovely Fairfield Inn or just outside the gate number 3.
Those aren't pillows.
Those aren't pillows. Okay, no, those are all the wrong places. Okay, well, we'll post something up there. So, but anyway, we're looking forward to this weekend for both the Dogs and the Beavers. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Wait. You didn't ask about my backstage passes.
Well,
Backstage.
I didn't want to be disappointed again.
You going to see Taylor Swift?
No. Oregon State. So I made contact with the ticket office, and they did write me back, and they said, I'll read it. We regret to inform you that after further review, the call on the field has been upheld. Your ban to be present on the field has been upheld because of a previous incident. So apparently they looked me up. It might have been something with the Ducks mascot and a big green egg.
I didn't say it had to be the Duck.
But they did send us some swag, and they comped us some rooms. And I got this big box. It's like John Gruden style.
Great.
And they sent me a helmet. I feel bad for the guy that had this helmet on. It looks a little worn. And Chris, we got seats on the 40-yard line, and we each got our own Beaver chainsaw. So they won't let us carry those on the field, but we can bring them in the stands.
Okay.
We got to keep the guards on the plates.
We are staying at the Stuff It Inn, so if anyone is coming to see us, we can sign some merchandise, autographs, all you want.
Well, there you go. Awesome. So now we're true.
Oh, and the backstage passes they sent are for Benson Boone?
Yeah. Ainsley just went to see him.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
that's
goodness.
all I got.
He's really good.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, getting back up to the other wrap-up we started a minute ago. So, yes, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for hanging with us this long, and we will come back and talk to you and hopefully have some good news from all fronts next week. But until then, go Beavs and
Go
Dawgs.
Dogs.
Go Beavs.